Marcus stood in the courthouse hallway, his hands in his pockets, wearing the same quiet expression he'd worn throughout the divorce proceedings. Alicia, his now ex-wife, was a few feet away, laughing with her lawyer, flipping her long blonde hair like she'd just won the lottery. She hadn't looked at him once. She thought this was her victory. She thought walking away with full custody of Jamal and expecting monthly child support from Marcus meant she'd secured a new chapter of luxury and freedom. Her girls had hyped her up. "He's holding you back, Alicia. You can do better." They'd toasted her at brunch the weekend before. But what she didn't know, what no one had told her, was that Marcus had played the long game, and it was just beginning. 3 months earlier, Marcus had found a family law attorney who believed in fair outcomes, not revenge. With her help, he gathered evidence, text messages, audio recordings, and even testimonies from Jamal's teachers and coaches. They showed how involved he had been in Jamal's life. How he woke Jamal up for school, made his lunches, taught him to ride a bike, and sat front row at every game. Meanwhile, Alicia, more interested in Instagram selfies and influencer trips to Tulum, had barely remembered parent-teacher night. When the judge read the final ruling, Alicia hadn't fully understood the words. Not until they echoed again in her head on the walk to the parking lot. Joint custody, no child support. Marcus had stood silently, nodding once. Alicia had blinked, confused. "What?" she asked her lawyer as they reached her SUV. "He's not paying child support?" "No," the lawyer said, "because he has Jamal half the time. That's how joint custody works." Alicia's confidence wobbled. "But that's not what I wanted." "You signed it." She watched Marcus in her rearview mirror as he helped Jamal into his car seat. For the first time in weeks, her ex looked like the man in control, and she hated it. It started with the silence. No angry texts from Marcus. No petty arguments over who picks up Jamal or when. He was efficient, respectful, cold. Alicia couldn't stand it. She started showing up early on his custody weekends. At first, she pretended it was to check on Jamal, but really she wanted to see if Marcus was struggling. If maybe, just maybe, he would beg her to come back. He never did. Then she noticed something new. Marcus was glowing. Literally. The man who once folded her laundry in silence and rubbed her feet after long days was now in shape, dressed sharper and smiling more. Worse? He was spending time with another woman, a kind, patient teacher from Jamal's school. Jamal loved her. "Miss Camille gave me a book about astronauts," he told Alicia one day, "and she says I'm really smart." That was the first time Alicia felt something sharp. A bite of jealousy? Maybe regret? She laughed it off. "That's cute." But that night, she scrolled Camille's Instagram and saw a photo of her and Marcus Jamal between them, all wearing matching shirts that read, "Team Jamal." Suddenly, the silence wasn't so peaceful anymore. It was 2 a.m. when Alicia sat on her balcony, sipping wine and scrolling through old photos. There was one of Marcus holding Jamal as a baby, shirtless, tired, smiling with a bottle in his hand. She remembered that night. Jamal had colic. Marcus stayed up all night while she went to sleep. "I need my beauty rest," she had said. "You got this?" He always had it. She zoomed in on the photo. His eyes looked so proud. Even then, her fingers hovered over the phone screen. She sent him a message. "You doing okay?" Seen. No reply. 2 weeks later, Alicia stood on the sidewalk outside Marcus's new place. It was a cozy brick house, modest but full of warmth. She could see Jamal through the window, sitting on the couch, laughing at something Marcus showed him on a tablet. Her heart tightened. This was the family she thought would fall apart without her. Instead, it had only become stronger. She rang the doorbell. Marcus opened it. He wore a gray hoodie and gym shorts, a dish towel slung over his shoulder. He didn't look surprised to see her. "Alicia." She looked up, her voice barely steady. "Hey, can I talk to you?" He stepped outside, closing the door behind him. "I don't expect anything," she said quickly. "I just needed to say something I should have said a long time ago." Marcus crossed his arms, waiting. "I was wrong. About everything," she began, eyes already welling up. I was so caught up in what I thought life should be that I didn't see what I already had. You were good to me, and to Jamal. I threw that away because I thought I deserved better, when really I didn't even deserve you. Marcus's jaw clenched. He stayed silent. I don't want money. I don't want anything. I just want to earn the right to be in my son's life again, even if it takes years. After a long pause, Marcus spoke. I appreciate you saying that, but this isn't about me anymore. It's about Jamal. She nodded. I understand. I'll talk to him, Marcus said. He's old enough now to decide if he wants to see you. Tears slid down Alicia's face. She nodded and turned to leave, her heart pounding. But then, she heard the door creak open behind her. Mama? She froze. It was Jamal. He stood on the porch, one hand holding the door frame, eyes searching hers. Alicia turned around slowly. Hey, baby. He looked at Marcus, then back at her. Want to come inside and eat with us? Alicia covered her mouth, sobbing. Yes, if that's okay. Marcus nodded once, quietly stepping aside. As she entered, the warm air of the home wrapped around her, and Jamal reached out. Not just with his arms, but with the kind of grace only a child can offer. Forgiveness. They sat at the dinner table, Alicia, Marcus, and Jamal. No grand speeches, no dramatic music. Just a plate of spaghetti, clinking forks, and laughter starting to return in small waves. And for the first time in a long time, Alicia didn't feel entitled to the moment. She felt thankful for it. Because sometimes losing everything is the only way to finally understand what love really is.